Hello and welcome back to the Airtable Series final day. And in today's video, let's see how we can use Airtable as a database and build a front end on Emergent, connect them both. Let's get started. Let's go to Emergent and let's give a simple prompt. Okay, so build a simple project management app. I want to use Emergent for auth and Airtable for database. My Airtable database has, I'll make it as 3 tables, right? People containing employees information, projects containing all the project information, tasks contains all the task information, okay, tasks for the specific project. And as of now, the people table is filled already, okay? And we'll mention create an app where I can add new projects and new tasks for a project and assign a person. Don't overdo, just need a simple app, right? So we have already covered an entire series on Emergent. So if you have still not watched it, please go ahead and watch it. It's a detailed video. So let's go with E3, which is in beta, or maybe E2, okay, which is stable now. Claude 4.7 Opus. Okay, so let's go with this one. We can see Anthropic's most capable model, right? Let's go with that one. Okay, and then we also have this Max with more thinking token. Let's not go there for now. I'll hit enter. Let's wait for it to give us the details. Okay, so it's asking us for a few details, right? So let's check it out here. So let's see what is it asking us. Let me open it up. And we need Airtable personal access token from this one. So let me click on this. It opens up. So we'll have to create a token here. Let me create a token from here. Okay, and let's name it as Emergent Airtable. Okay, we can add the scope from here. Okay, whatever scope we need, we'll have to add from here. So we need Emergent app to be able to read the data. So data records read. Okay, and then we need it to be able to write, so data records write. And we also need it to be able to read the schema, right? So schema basis read. So we can write this. If you want it to be able to edit the schema, then we'll have to give schema basis write. Okay, edit the basis schema, then we'll have to give this access. We don't need it for now, so I'm not giving it. Okay, now this token can access the following bases and workspaces. You can only grant access to bases and workspaces that you have access to, right? Now I can add the resources from here. Okay, all current and future bases in all current and future workspaces. So I can do it this way, okay, which means like everything in this particular account will be given access to. Or I can add a base and I can say, okay, just access project management test or project management this one or customer support or any of this, right? So the one that we need here is project management. Let me just rename this so it becomes easier because we have too many project managements now. So this is the one. Let me just rename it and let's say this is V2. Let me go back here and I may have to, okay, I'll create the token and come back. I'll create this token. We'll copy this, click on done. Emergent Airtable, this is the one. I'll come back, edit the token, and I'll add the base from here. Okay, we have project management V2. This is what we need, right? So I'll just give access to this particular one. If you click on add all resources, then it'll give access to everything. Okay, so we don't need that. We'll just add a base and we'll click on save changes. So you should have copied the token ID, okay, or you can also copy it from here. And let's go back and I'll have to answer these questions, right? So I'll have to give the Airtable personal access token. I have to give the base ID, exact table names like people, project, tasks, and so on and so forth. We'll also have to give the schema and all of that. So I will click on next, auto answer. Okay, so I'll answer that. I'll say I've stopped it. How can it automatically judge what is my personal access token? It's taking some time to stop the execution. Okay, now let's say personal access token and we'll say rest of the things you should be able to fetch. Let me know if you aren't. Okay, so I've given the personal access token, and then I've mentioned rest of the things it can automatically fetch using the token. Let's wait and see if it is able to get those details. It is tightening a few screws, adding the final touches, so let's wait. And guys, for those of you who have not used Emergent for quite some time, please note that they have some streak things here. Okay, so if you do it for continuous 7 days, then you have a reward. You will be credited with a few credits from Emergent. So build every single day to maintain your streak and you will get some rewards. Okay, building something incredible. Let's wait for it to build. POC passed, now building the full app. Let me install depths and write everything in parallel. Okay, as we can see, it has found out 2 issues and it will be fixed automatically by Emergent. Let's wait. Now you can see here that it has taken some screenshots checking the platform, and now the testing agent is running to test the entire platform before it tells us that everything is ready. So let's wait. So I'll not wait until the testing agent is done. I'll just say finish sub agent. Let's check it out, and if there are any issues, I'll inform it. For 2 reasons. 1, I don't want to wait, and second, it will also consume credits. Okay, so it has been paused. Let's quickly check. So you can see here it says sign in with Google. I'm going to continue with Google. So you can see here we have a few projects. I don't know where are these coming from, or is it, oh yeah, Data Dynamo. So we have 11 projects. Let's quickly check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let me create a new project and let me name this as Airtable Emergent Combo. Status, let's make it as in progress. Okay, manager, I can assign any of these managers. Again, keep in mind that these managers that we are seeing here are coming from here, right? I think all of them are being shown. We'll have to tell Emergent that it should show only the people who are managers. Okay, so let me select as Malik Johnson for now. Click on create, right? So it is added, Airtable Emergent Combo here. Okay, and it should also be added here if I go to projects, Airtable Emergent Combo. There you go. Now we can also add tasks. Let me quickly do that. I'll open up this one. Okay, and here is where I can create a new task, and let's call this as task 1. Let's say it is in to do. Assignee is Andrew Williams. Start, let's say, is on 8th. Deadline is on 12th. Description goes here. Click on create. So we have that particular task here. If I go to project management on Airtable and on tasks, task 1 is available here. It's in to do. It's assigned to Andrew Williams. Okay, 8th is the start date, 12th is the deadline. Duration, you can see 3 days automatically calculated. This is the project. Availability is added as 100%, and the description should be available here. Description goes here, and you can see that how well it has got connected between Airtable and Emergent. We just gave a single prompt. I'll quickly show you what did we do here, right? It was just one single prompt that we gave. Okay, and then it asked us for only one information. That was basically the Airtable personal access token, right? So I gave those information, and everything else, including the fields required, the connection, everything was taken care by Emergent. And that's how powerful it is, right? We can ask Emergent to make any changes that we want. Okay, let's say, for example, I'll say when creating a project, okay, the manager drop down should only show people who are having the role as managers. Please make this change, right? And I'll hit enter. It'll take a few minutes to complete this, so let's wait. And it should have done the changes. Let me go here. Let me just refresh, and let me go back to projects. And if I click on new project, I have just Sophia. Let me check if it is just one manager. So let me go to people, and we just have one manager. Yes, that's right. So let me change one of them to manager. Let's come back here. Okay, and let me refresh this because it has to fetch the new records. And you can see that we have got 2 records now, Eliza Thompson and Sophia Rodriguez. So that's precisely what it is. And it's that simple, right? You just have to go to Emergent, give a prompt, whatever you need, and give the personal access token of your Emergent project, tell which particular base that it should have access to, and everything else will be taken care by Emergent. Okay, so I'm logged in into Claude. So what I can do is I can click on this plus. We have add connectors. I'll click on that. Search for Airtable. Click on plus. Okay, it's asking us to complete the sign in, and it'll open up a separate page. So ideally this should show us. There's some issue with Airtable. I'm not sure if it is just on my system. Anyways, so here it is asking us for permission to connect Claude with Airtable. So we can give access to all the resources or a particular base. I'm going to give it to a particular base, and it is going to be the same V2, right? Click on grant access, and it's connected. Now if I go back to this one, and if I go to connector, you can see Airtable is enabled. Now I can just ask any questions from our Airtable base. I'll ask, what are the tables available? So it's going to ask us some permission, okay? Because tools are connected, but it should have access. We should give permission for it to read those data. So you can see here, it says Claude wants to use list Airtable bases from Airtable. Okay, so we could click on allow. So we can also leave this and go back, and we can just click on notify. Want to be notified when Claude responds. So we can do that. Okay, but anyways, I'll stay here so that I can record and you can see it. So Claude wants to use list Airtable workspaces from Airtable. So we have an option of always allow or allow once. I'll go with always allow. Okay, so next time whenever I'm asking any question, it does not have to ask me permission. I need to first find your bases. So let's click on always allow. Always allow. For the first time, it'll ask you a lot of permission. Just give always allow if you want it to continue, or you can just click on always allow once. Okay, so looks like it has not been able to fetch, and it needs the app ID. So I'm just going to get this particular ID from here. I'm going to give it. The base ID is always allow. There you go. It says the Airtable base has 4 tables: getting started, people, projects, and tasks. Right? I can ask who or how many managers. How many managers do we have in the people's records? So it should be able to read those table records and give us the details. Let's wait. Always allow. I need to get the choice ID for managers in the role field first, then filter by it. So I'll click on always allow, and basically it's not the role, it is type. I had the role field doesn't have a manager option. It has engineering, design, product, and research. Let me check. You can see that it has understood that it is not the role but the type, right? So I'll click on always allow, and there you go. We have 2 managers in the people's table, Eliza Thompson and Sophia Rodriguez. Exactly what we have, right? So that's how you can build a front end using Emergent connected to Airtable, or you can connect Airtable to Claude and go ahead, you asking any questions that you may have with regards to your records. I've just shown you very simple questions, but you can ask Claude to analyze your data table and give you insights of how things are going and what could be improved and a lot of things. So that's all we had to showcase in this Airtable series. I hope you enjoyed this series, and if so, please do share it with your friends, family, and colleagues so that they can also learn and grow together. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.